Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ready here for the continuation of our Iron Man campaign. And I'm just kind of going through and cleaning up a couple files here as we hop in. Got our cup of coffee, so we are all good to go. Audio should be properly configured now, so there shouldn't be any issues with my voice getting drowned out by the in-game audio at all. But if you do experience that, let me know, and I can make sure that we address that right away in time for the next episode. But did some troubleshooting last night and some testing with it to make sure that's all good to go, so we should be ready for streaming our playthroughs as well. We'll be doing that live on Twitch. Information down in the comments, and we'll do that twice a week for our XCOM playthroughs, and probably actually going to start a once-a-week playthrough on Mordheim as well. For those of you not familiar, Mordheim City of the Dam is another turn-based strategy game, that one taking place in the Warhammer universe, and it plays similar to XCOM, but with some very important differences, and it's really fun, and just kind of a really unique art texture to the whole thing, so I thought that'd be something interesting and fun we could do. So as we hop back into our XCOM game here, getting ready to select where we're going for our next guerrilla op, and didn't actually have any input on the YouTube channel. I'm assuming that's because people are still slowly watching. We are seeing those views go up, but we're not seeing any comments yet. Nobody's brave enough to actually comment, so that leaves it up to my decision on where we're going to go. So again, our choices are Operation Blood-Soaked Rose, where our objective is to recover an item, which as far as objectives go is a little trickier because you do actually have to get next to the objective. You can't just remotely access it with a gremlin unless they patch that so you can. I'm assuming you probably still can't. But a very powerful dark event counter in that it reduces the retaliation counter by 2 weeks, which is huge at this point in the game. On the other hand, retaliations are also kind of nice because they're not timed, which is good, and it's a definite chance for experience for a troop. So on the that hand, that is kind of a nice thing to have, and we get supplies from that mission. So a lot of pluses there, but that objective being the recover item, kind of not really feeling that one. Our other option, Silent Vagabond, is a hacking objective, which is fairly easy. We just have to get our specialist within sight range of the objective, and then he can send his gremlin to do the hack. Done. Then it's just kill everybody. We're getting intel as a reward, which isn't super necessary. We don't have any resistance comms built yet inside our ship, so we're kind of limited to our initial area. But we get a bunch of intel, which is nice. And the dark event counter is kind of the big one for me on this one, is that it increases all intel costs by 100%. It doubles it, which means that we're basically not going anywhere because things will be so expensive, it will be counterproductive. Kitty obviously is here to help us out. It is my choice. You know what, just because of that intel cost, I think we're going to take this Western U.S. operation. That's where we're going. We're going to hack a station, kick some alien butt.
U.S. precinct.
Alright, so gotta get our group together here. And we lost some good men last time around, so we do have a much smaller pool to play with than I would normally prefer. And yeah, everybody's coming. There's nobody who's not coming along on this one out of our good stash. Alright, so we got a sharpshooter who hopefully can stave off some of the nastier lancers and people running at us. Tychus is going to be our main source of damage. Farah is going to be good as well, being an assault, so we got some melee options as well as that shotgun. And we've got Jason, who needs to stay alive because he has 3 health. he's kind of a fragile little piece of garbage until we get increased armor. But that's the way that random stuff rolls out sometimes. Do you have? Don't have any upgrades to upgrade the shotgun. Sorry. I don't think we have any special things from toss room. We got a med kit that we'll put on Jason. But that's really about it. We are not a fancy group of people yet. So that is what we are rolling with. Let's go. Sometimes the luck of the draw on those random stats is painful, and I think the most painful one of that is when you get that 3 health roll on any of your rookies. It's very difficult to make it happen. They're just so fragile. They're just little one-hit wonders. But hey, we'll do our best. Ideally, he won't get hit ever because he'll be one shot at any point in the game. It'll be the saddest medic story ever.
And gain control of the access point to recover the data.
Nice fast load times. You might also notice that the resolution on the YouTube channel here is a little bit down. Did that because we had some clipping issues with the stream if we were streaming it at 720, so we dropped that down to a 540. Still looks good. You still shouldn't have any problem seeing what exactly is going on. But if any of you notice any issues, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Realistically, we'll just upgrade hardware. So, of course, the device is on the train. Okay, so there's a whole lot of space on the other side of that train that I cannot see. That's, I feel, going to be important. Not too much over here, though. So I want to say, let's go ahead and use that playground equipment.
Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
Okay.
When able, always steady weapon with the sharpshooters. Because they can't hit a damn thing. Part of me wants to run and gun Rhea up here, and then we can just smash that thing. I don't know if that's the smartest idea. So instead, let's go ahead and use one of Jason's actions, see if we can haywire the thing. Odds are not good. Like I said on a previous mission, yeah, hacking is kind of garbage until you get an upgrade at least once. I mean, we got a 49%. Honestly, I don't like that, especially when the alternative on the failure is that it gets better aim and better defense, and it's more likely to kill somebody. Don't like that option. But I do like this one. We can stun it. It'll be pretty ineffective. Okay, so we could have gained control of it. But I'm not super worried about that. Bigger thing is that it lets us stay concealed. I can just full up here. And I can save that running gun for later. That's big. I think I want to keep everybody on this half of the train until we get that hacked. I think that's going to be the plan.
Time to motor.
Motor in. Alright, So now we have activity up top. And I think the safest way to do that is see who's got the best shot at the officer, sharpshooter. They'll try and take him out, because obviously that turret's not going anywhere for at least another turn. Yes! Crit makes things a lot easier all around. We're still pretty good at everything else. So depending on whether or not we trigger anybody, I might actually just Overwatch. Nova's definitely going to Overwatch because she's got that window right there. Tychus is also in a very good position to Overwatch if we're able to.
Closing on target position now. Hit the armor.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. That armor's tough.
And then Tychus shoots down. Or he'll miss. You know, that's cool too. Going to be missing it. Let's start with Jason. Just because he needs that extra experience really bad. The sooner we can level him up, the better his odds of, one, getting health, which as we established is kind of a big deal, and two, will put us in a better position to have everybody else hold their actions. I'm actually a little concerned that we haven't actually activated any pods yet. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Who's the blue guy? Advent Sentry? What the hell is a sentry? I have no idea what kind of a unit that is. I'm excited. Alright, so obviously I wasn't going to hit. I wanted to see if I could take out some cover. Doesn't look like we really did much for removing cover. So, we'll see if we can just plain old take him out. Since we know there is a sectoid over there, we're going to flashbang. That'll limit the aim of both units, and that'll also mean that I don't have to worry about any mind control for at least a turn, which would be nice. Alright, so that should free up everybody again. That was not good. That was bad. Kitty was being a little fast, so we kicked Kitty out of the room. Apparently, he doesn't want to be part of this podcast. This broadcast, rather. Alright, so step one is is Jason moving up and definitely healing. Definitely need some heal on Tychus. We've got two really good run and gun options. I mean, we can run here and just take this dude out. Can also move up there and hit. So I want to see what everybody else has for their options first. Nova actually doesn't really have much. Oh, okay. So sentries are big on Overwatch, I'm guessing? Maybe they auto Overwatch? Exciting. He is just out of grenade range.
Missed the target.
Okay. We're gonna take the run gun to take out that sentry. I think he's gonna be our biggest impediment. As we work on our clock here. Yeah, just get out of there.
Enemy eliminated.
Good job, good job.
Stepping off.
Move the sharpshooter up. And we're gonna decide where we want you. I don't see any good options here that give us good cover, so I'm actually just going to take 2 shots, hope that one of them hits. Okay, so we got one good hit. Disorientation comes off this turn, but that also means I really only need 1 shot to take that sectoid down. Oh, he runs away. Okay. That's not worrisome at all.
Full auto. Trigger fingers on. Heading to that location. I'm ready.
Get as many people in an Overwatch position as possible. Because he's gonna come back. He's active. He's only gonna screw around on the other side so much.
Scanning.
Got it. Moving.
Yeah, we're just gonna move Jason as quickly as we can. We got 4 turns to get him down here within sight range.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Was up here, so I like the idea of camping her out.
Come get some.
Menace 1-5. The Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running out of time. Get to that terminal.
I'm aware of how much time I have, Bradford. Thank you. I appreciate your astute observations
Rolling out.
of how badly I am running out of time.
Let's do this. On Overwatch.
I can't really get him to an elevated position, but he's probably not coming that way.
Got it.
Let's move our sharpshooter over here. Get him at least a little further away from whatever avenue the enemy ends up coming from. Put a little extra distance there.
Back in. On Overwatch.
Walk the walk.
Hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. like it.
Moving to designated position.
How can you not see it? It's right there. It's right there. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
On my way.
See if I can destroy this side of the train to then see the objective.
Catch!
No. Son of a... Okay.
Heading there now. I'm on it.
It's making me really nervous at this point. I don't want to have to push somebody into the train. It's just asking for a gank. Horrible idea.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Did you hear something?
We're close. Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access.
There we go.
point.
Okay,
Menace
wall
1-5,
down. We can
the
see it.
Advent network terminal is
From this
shutting
remote
down.
and grab it.
This is your last chance to secure the data.
We'll secure the data. And then we heard what sounded like some Vipers down here. So they're going to come and say hi.
Bypassing security.
So do we want to try for a mission lead on an alien facility? Or delay the Dark Event project by 2 weeks? Both are pretty small odds. It's early. So let's go big. Why not? Hey, and we did it. Which also means that since we're canceling out the one, we should delay the other project, which is to decrease the retaliation counter by 2 weeks. We'll delay that by a bit. So that kind of balances itself out then. That works. Nice.
Piece of cake. We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Well, let's hold on there. Jason's gonna hunker down. Just hiding back there in half cover. Everybody else is gonna find good cover. Like we said, we've established that there are some Vipers down here somewhere. Hopefully not in the house, because I'd really like to get our sharpshooter up on that roof. That would be ideal.
Moving.
Affirmative. Covering now. Closing on target position now. Overwatch.
Standing fast.
And the nice thing is now that hammer's gone, so we can just ease through it. Okay, so we got another sentry. Another sectoid. Okay, roughly 50% on both of those guys. Can we flèche sectoid? We can. We can flèche and take him out. Okay. That's a really good option. 93% is pretty solid.
Negative damage.
I thought that was targeting the sentry, so... Whoops. Okay. Well, we're gonna flichet, because there's a very small chance that we miss. And if we hit, we for sure take this sectoid out. Sounds like we hit. Oh my god, we did not hit. Okay. All hands on deck. This is gonna really hurt. Start doing an aid protocol on Farah. That's not who I selected. What the heck? Oh, mother. Game is tweaking out on me. Maybe it is meant to be that this team does not make it.
Moving to designated position.
Panic on the sharpshooter. Interesting. It does break his cover and open him up.
I'm pinned down here.
Alright, so despite some incredibly shitty circumstances, that actually worked out okay. That's not too bad. Okay, this one should target the sentry. See crosshairs. 72%. Let's do it. Awesome. Takes him out, removes the overwatch. Now we just gotta take out our little bug friend over there. Our little dude. Let's move up and do full cover, please.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
22%, and we're good. Oh, very cool. So if you are panicked by a sectoid and you kill that sectoid, it automatically removes the panic. I honestly did not know that. That's the first time I've seen that happen. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Moving on target location.
Go get some good cover and then reload.
Good to go.
And now we get to go to the other side of the train, where nothing bad will certainly happen. I mean, we almost lost half our squad in one turn on this side, so what could happen on the other side? We'll be fine. I actually want to put Farah in a position where she can see a little bit of what's over there. Apparently nothing to worry about. Obviously, if we could get our sharpshooter some height, that would be severely advantageous. I don't know if that's ideal to put him up here right now. We can't see anybody down there, though. Too risky.
Location confirmed.
As much as I really want to, it's just too risky. I can't risk my only sharpshooter. That'd be like using Jason as my forward scout at the beginning of a mission when he's got 3 health. Like, oh yeah, there's a sentry who just automatically overwatches and he kills you. You lose your only medic. Oh, good.
Roger that.
You know for sure there's at least one sectoid on the other side. So we're not gonna rush
Moving out.
anywhere.
Gotta go.
On my way.
Rolling out. You don't have to tell me twice.
On the move.
Watch and learn, kiddo.
It's apparently strangely
Roger that.
empty space. There's no sign of anybody. It's kind of weird.
Location confirmed.
Moving out.
There they are. And then there's the trooper who was with the officer. So now we got him. That should be all the friends we have to play with on this level. So we're definitely gonna start by getting Nova the hell out of there.
Moving out. Adjusting aim.
Fine by me. Big dog is off the leash.
Scanning.
Hacking in.
As always, we'll see what the hack is. It's probably not good, but who knows? Gain control of a random enemy for 2 turns. Or bring in extra reinforcements. Yeah, not good enough. That'd be a good one if we saw that early on and we had a better hacking stat. I would definitely consider that, because you could, one, reveal an enemy pod somewhere and you'd get control of somebody there, so you could ambush them from within the pod, which would be very, very cool. We don't have that option, so we're not going to worry about it. This is all about just smart placement, good preservation. Alright.
I got nothing.
Really Titus doesn't get an Overwatch shot because he stayed in enough cover. Okay, I don't even know how he can even see Tychus from there. That's garbage. I call bullcrap. Yeah, we want to try and take out that sentry at the end. So I'm going to ignore this down here since this seems to be glitched out. We're just going to watch the crosshairs. That's who we're targeting. So take that shot. Got him. Excellent.
No longer a threat.
Alright, and then we just need to take him out. And the best chance we have of doing that is with the flèche, so we'll just run and do that. Oh, apparently Tychus was overwatched.
Can't take much more of this. Evac! We need emergency evac now, damn it! Now!
I apparently flèche'd the wrong target. Fantastic.
Heading there now.
Our team is falling apart.
Come on! Running dry on ammo.
Not good.
On the plus side, the sectoid goes for the zombie, which is obviously not the best way of resolving that.
Here, catch!
Try and get out of this mission without suffering any more casualties. Try and finish this as quick as we can. Everybody's pretty much good, so we'll just take shots with whoever's got him.
Target does something over here. Status confirmed. All
That's it.
hostiles are down and the area is secure.
So we lose a ranger.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Definitely some glitches, so we'll have to be a little more careful. Kind of watch that going forward. Probably one of the mods not being quite as smooth as it could be. So we'll have to keep note that we have to watch the crosshairs on who it's targeting and see what's going on. Still a little confused on that flèche, because all the options there were around the sectoid, so it should have been targeting that sectoid. I wonder if because of that Overwatch shot and the panic, it changed target to Tychus. I'll bet that's what happened. The action was selected, so that was the action we were doing, but target changed because panic was induced, which is unfortunate. Tychus was pretty good. One more face in the memorial. So if you have a good epitaph that we can put for Tychus in the memorial, let me know in the comments and we'll add that to the list. We did have our one rookie, Nova. Let's see where she goes. Turns into a grenadier. Okay. Jason joining the crew now with 4 health. About time. He also actually has really good aim. 91 aim at Sergeant rank is pretty sweet. So I normally on a medic I like to toss in a flashbang or the free smoke grenade because then you don't have to keep one with you. But his aim is so good. I feel that not taking covering fire is a horrible idea. So we're gonna grab that. Alright, so formidable, we get a point of armor, and then we only take 1/3 of the damage from explosive attacks, which is really nice. Obviously she's going to be running around a lot. Hopefully not killing her own guys, but it happens. Close and personal, that's a crit chance bonus, right? 30% crit chance against adjacent targets, so if she's standing right next to him, gives her then crit then on the flèche, which is cool. That bonus is reduced by 5% for each tile of distance from the target. So she'll still get bonus crit chance if she's near target, so that does still help the shotgun. So that in itself is pretty sweet. Close combat specialist. Not trigger. So same as it was in Long, where it's the free reaction shot. Really, all of them are solid options. I think just because we're running out of good kind of frontline fighters, close combat specialist is going to be our go-to. Then we can put her on the front line if she's making a flank or something like that. But we could also use her defensively, have her run and gun up, where she's going to get a lot of free shots, and then she'll get those free shots with close combat specialist. So I think we'll do that. And then she's going to be healing for quite some time. Stuart, our sharpshooter, get to decide whether he's going to be a mover or a camper, really, as far as sharpshooters go. Not the best will, so that alone kind of makes me want to keep him back. His aim's not stellar, but we can improve that with some weapon upgrades. So, snapshot. So for extreme aim penalties, it targets beyond 22 tiles on all shots, regardless of whether or not you've moved. So if we're doing snapshot, he might as well move and shoot, because he's gonna suffer an aim penalty anyways. After 5 tiles of squad sight, you suffer an additional minus 28 per tile. Wow. But it does reduce close range penalties. Soldier will not take an Overwatch or Killzone shot without at least a 1% chance to hit. Right, but it's a 1% chance. Kind of garbage. And as we established, his aim's not exactly impressive for a gunslinger, so I think we'll take precision. I know there's no aim penalty on it, so it's basically like, hey, take a shot. If you hit, there's a much better chance that you crit, and if you do crit, you do extra damage. Usually it's 1 extra point of damage until we get some weapon upgrades, but I think that's the way to go. Return fire, honestly, not all that worth it, I don't think. Until we get late game, we get a gunslinger up to Colonel or Brigadier, then maybe send him and rebuild him, and then we'll give him return fire, but we are not at that point yet, not by a long shot. So we got an officer, got an Illyrium core out of that loot that dropped, so that was good. And then we got some good stuff. We got some more sectoid corpses, so that 2 of them, I mean, that's basically a mine shield. The turret wreck will be useful. I'm pretty sure we will get hunted down at some point, and getting that turret defense facility built for when that happens can be very useful. All right. So 1 day to clear debris, and that'll give us some needed supplies there. And then really we can't do much until we build another power relay. So do what we can for right now.
We've located the site where Big Sky took off from. No immediate signs of activity.
Alright, so we've got our DLCs. We can do those whenever we want. Obviously we are going to finish grabbing rookies first. That's our #1 priority, is getting those rookies. I am not remotely worried about doing much else right now. Really not a huge concern.
Is that
both DLCs
Haven't had
honestly
any signs
gets
of her
there.
since we lost HQ. Commander, if there's any chance she or Big Sky are still alive, we have to get down there.
Alright, we got 47 supplies.
Maximum power consumption reached.
Yep, we are at maximum power consumption. We'd like to build a workshop here, but it's really not going to be a priority to get that workshop. Our bigger priority is getting at least one more engineer. That's going to be huge. We'll start work
This coil could
on
provide us with some additional power for the Avenger systems, but we'll need to add some shielding
power
first to
coil.
protect
That's going
the
to be
crew.
30 days. That's going to take a long time. Oh my god. We can clear one of these spots. You know, we'll just keep her there. I mean, we really need more engineers. That's really just where it boils down to. So, might as well keep her where she's going to be useful. And then if we don't get another engineering things happen, we'll clear that out. We build the relay there. It's extra points. Alright, so we get 2 rookies. We get James Bond. Nice. And Rodrigo Guzman. We gotta figure out where we're gonna go next. Got a supply drop in 9 days, so I'm thinking that making contact with the eastern U.S. is probably our best. Oh, 60 from Brazil. That might be a better option. Strangely enough, we're not getting the option to go west. Interesting. Yeah, Brazil's actually going to be more money, so we'll probably make contact with Brazil then. And we gotta be careful because we gotta look at where we want to add our relays as well. So, thinking this through. Let's look at the stats on our new guys. Bond and Guzman. Bond actually has really good aim. 64, that's pretty solid. That's nice. Good movement. Also 3 health, so he is going to be a one-hit wonder. We are losing on those health rolls. Farah's got 3. I think part of that's impacted by the fact that she's wounded, because she had 5. So being wounded lowers your health. But Zach here, he's got 3. James has 3. Jason had 4. I suppose we can tailor that a little bit from our tactics school. We know that James has pretty good aim, so let's go ahead and train him as a ranger. Because yeah, we need some more guys up front, and rangers are always good for that. So we'll get him in there, get him training. I don't think we can afford any good tactics. Vulture is additional supplies and not super necessary. Lightning strike is extra movement while we're concealed. Also not super worried about that. Wet work I would consider, because that adds up real fast early on. But that's not going to be a thing right now. And squad size, we don't have enough to get there. So we don't have a black market. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna grab New Brazil. It's more money. We need money. That's the name of the game right now.
Commander, we've utilized all
It's
of
a
our
good
available
chunk of intel because
communications
it's
capacity.
further away
We can't
from
establish
home
any new
base.
contacts until we upgrade our systems.
But we can finish it up before the supply drop.
Attempting to establish.
These findings will likely prove
big.
crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Alright.
These magnetic-based weapons are a lot like the early railgun prototypes. They fire projectiles at extremely high velocity.
And the weapon upgrade will definitely help
Commander, With the Advent officer
even
currently
things
in
out a
cold
little bit.
storage, we should perform the autopsy as soon as possible.
I also do have SMGs, so I should probably look at substituting those that were applicable. Officer autopsy, faceless autopsy. So faceless will give us the mimic beacon. Plated armor we can't do because we don't have enough alloys. We have no alloys. We don't have enough crystals to do so both of those are just flat out not happening. So if we look at our tech tree here. Get the mimic beacon from the faceless autopsy. I know that the officer autopsy basically just moves us along story-wise. System training lets us build the relay that we don't really need yet. We kind of need comms more than anything else if we're going to expand. Officer autopsy does unlock the proving ground though, which is a big deal. Also has to be done before we see mechs, because we'll want to do that advanced mech breakdown as soon as possible, because blue screen protocol, honestly, in my opinion, for XCOM 2, blue screen is a game changer. Those blue screen rounds are busted. They are so good. They're fantastic. I think they're better than every other special ammo out there. Just huge. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that officer autopsy. It's also only 3 days. So
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity.
Don't need to listen to all of his
Although I had
all of his
realistic
chit-chat. Not necessary.
Commander, we just got word that the Resistance hit an Advent supply line.
Supply line.
We have an opportunity
Excellent.
to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
And supply rates are great, because there is no time. We just have to not blow too much stuff up. So I like that. So we will definitely pick up next week, next episode, with a supply raid here, Operation Cosmic Druid. We're going to raid that convoy, get the team together, and come back with some supplies, some alloys, hopefully even some Illyrium. This should be a very profitable mission, and hopefully we don't lose too many people, because we are definitely running low. Going to have to start looking at recruiting rookies as we get things going. We are very quickly getting to that point. We lost one person today, lost 2 people last time. It's getting tight. So thanks for watching. As always, we're going to start doing the live Twitch stream next week. All the information on that down in the description. Comments on what you want to see, and if you have any good epitaphs for our 3 fallen soldiers, we'll add those in next week as well. See ya.